Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is indeed 6 o'clock, almost 6 o'clock. Here we are on a Friday night. I'm very fortunate to be with you on this Friday night, the day after the debate, as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device. Oh yeah, we're going to get into it here, back in time a little bit, with some of these older comments is what we do here. We've got that paper money on the Canadian notebook set here. We're going to get a few of these in a few minutes early here as we go through. Welcome to everybody. Glad you're here with us tonight. We've got Michael K here, Cemetery Shop. John Knox is with us tonight. And the great JM Unleashed is here. Make sure to check out JM Unleashed channel. Great guy. And he posts live streams, lots of fun games and singing and also good tips with how to take care of your pets, and among many other things for sure. Very, very good. All right. So Paper Money is talking about some sets here. Canadian were 99% nickel for the years there he shows there. I'm not sure about the Canadian coinage values, but maybe keep the silver and get the rest appraised. There you go. Yes, indeed. Canadian notebook. Good stuff. Please look out for my update. It's a long one. Okay, I must have missed it. Yes, indeed. It got hacked. It's okay now. Got an update video. Well, sorry I missed it, but anyways, thank you. From the heart, just now seeing it. Some of these old comments are just now showing up. I was really good about responding to comments back then, so I was kind of shocked to see some of this have come through here. But anyways, good to see you. Yes, I did watch the debate, and yes, I'll go ahead and talk about it as we get an audience here. I'll talk about it here in a moment. Let me answer a few comments. We'll get a few more people in here, then I'll talk about the debate, because I think the debate and its performance and the reaction to it is going to be pretty important for precious metals. And I'll tell you why here. I may do a video on this too, but I'm going to give you a preview of it here because I think it's you guys are my faithful live streamers, and sometimes you guys deserve to hear some stuff first before we do actual videos on things, because domestic politics do make a difference for sure. And let's see here. Good to see Wicked Tuna Star Stacker and James Owens and Nez Maniac. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. And so Monty Burrs, nice pickup. I just posted a video of recent Numi pickups. Nice. Congratulations on your Numi pickups. And Cueve 55 Silver, a group in Detroit in the 60s and 70s, and the coins we would get as change were very unpopular back then. Yes. All right. Yes, I can imagine that being the case. Greg Williams says, awesome deal for $20. Nice little opportunity there. Yes. Canadian notebook. I don't even know if that's something I showed or something I bought. But anyways, good to see Tom Larson is here. Very good. Thank you, T-Bird Stacking. Good to see you. And Nickel Stacking is here. And we've got the T.W. Adbone says, silver prices are dropping like an 100-ounce bar. Hopefully it goes back to 15. Yes, those are the back in the day talking about $15 silver. I think it did fairly soon after that. $15, $16 was not out of the realm of possibility back then. And yes, indeed, but now they're up into $29, above $29 again. 66 Sam from the video from a couple days ago says this: if you don't already have a 2-ounce salivate metal round in your stack, sounds like you now have more options to get one. That's right. You can get them from BGASC, Provident Metals, and I think, what is the other? Whatever ones that are under the umbrella of JM Bullion. And they're a little bit cheaper there, but yes, indeed. Whoa, nice. OTG got a Toyota Camry Hybrid. Congratulations. Cool. What year did you get? Did you get the 24 or 25? And what trim did you get? OTG, that's awesome, man. I'm saving up for one. And it might be that car. I'm not sure. Waiting to see what the new Priuses look like. All right, very good. Yes, I agree completely with that, Nickel Stacking. I can't express that sentiment. All I can do is just say that I agree with you. All right, let's see here. More options. So yeah, and I have a link in the description of this video for the Provident Metals website, which I think is one of the cheaper options for getting it. But yes, indeed. Good to see the Asset Stacker. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Clear Lake Drive is here. Nesmaniac is here. Paul Sargent, good crowd. We've got Mark B is here. And so let's see. But stay tuned, because in a moment I'm going to talk about the debate, and we're going to get into some politics a little bit here. I don't do it often, but this is an election year, and this is very important because what happened tonight was historic. So stay tuned. All right. Paul Hirschberger, I built a display box for the Salivate Metal 2-ounce round coin that when you open the box, it shakes and the Salivate Metal song plays. Not really, but it would be awesome. Yes, that would be pretty cool. Man, I was going to say, I would love to see a picture of that or a video of it. Little Smurf Eat Ivy is here. Good to see you. And Mike Herrera is here. We've got Silver Patriot, and I think we've got Domestic Energy Assets became a channel member here on his own volition. Is he still here? And so did Star Stacker. Star Stacker became an honorary citizen as well. So that's two. It's very rare that we get people to do that, to become honorary citizens on their own volition. Domestic Energy Assets did, assessments, and Star Stacker did. And thank you guys. Very much appreciate that. Very kind of you indeed. 2022 with 9,800 miles on it. Nice. Congratulations. That is awesome. And we've got Hoosier Stacker is here. Welcome, Hoosier Stacker. You are the man. Welcome, my friend. The one and the only Hoosier Stacker. And I'm going to be showing off a piece that he sent me here later on in a video, so stay tuned for that. But thank you again, Domestic Energy Assessment. I appreciate it. And make sure to check out Hoosier Stacker's channel. Actually, he's got 3 channels, all with different purposes, so make sure to check him out. And good to see Silver Stanger. Silver Stanger, thank you again, brother, for the PayPal donation the other evening. I really appreciate that. I think you left when I got it and said hello. I was on the phone with a scammer at the time, but thank you, sir. Good to see you guys. All right. So Norwegian Maid says here, went back in time when I showcased the 1-ounce gold coin. This is the first time that they had released a gold Noah's Ark 1-ounce gold coin. Norwegian Maid says, beautiful coins. I happened to run across this in silver last week at my local coin shop and picked it up. But I really like here's some gold. Yes, pretty cool. It is a pretty nice piece in the assay, but I do appreciate that, Norwegian Maid, and congratulations on getting yours. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Glad you guys are here. All right. David G says here, thanks, Sal. Just keep stacking. Slurp on. We're going to slurp on. We're going to keep going on for sure, definitely. And thank you, David G. Cyber Current Twitcher, the one and the only on the video here about the market update, says here, every time I hear the name Gordon Brown, it makes my piss boil. What an absolute jerk that guy was. Massive political unrest here in the UK with our two-party system being opposed by the Reform Party, spearheaded by Nigel Farage. Our general election is on your Independence Day. Wow, that should be interesting. Wow, crazy, crazy. All right, let's see here. And look at this, Wizard of Zaz. I got to make sure because I always want to say Wizard of Oz, but Wizard of Zaz has just gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Thank you so much, Wizard of Zaz. Appreciate that, my friend. I owe you 5 push-ups. Yes, indeed. And thank you again. Let's get 5 push-ups down for a Wizard of Zaz. And yes, indeed. All right. We'll have a trigger warning here in a moment, fellas and ladies. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to pause a little bit. We're going to talk about the debate. Now, there's 2 reasons why I want to get into politics right now. From time to time, I will express my opinions, but there's two things I want a little disclaimer. Number 1, I'm going to try to be as objective as I can, although I do have a bias, and most people know that I'm a conservative, but I want to try to be as objective as I can. Reason number 2 we're talking about it is because what happened last night was historical, and the reaction to the debate is something that's going to cause a lot of uncertainty that could affect the markets, okay? So, I watched the debate. I went back and forth between watching it on Fox and CNN proper. And I wanted to see immediate reaction from CNN as soon as the debate ended. Now, most of us would assess while watching the debate that Biden was shockingly incoherent because we thought we would see jacked up Joe last night. Well, apparently, maybe the drugs weren't working, But whatever it was wasn't helping because it showed, and it showed early on. And it was a dramatic failure. And the spin room was panicking all around. And the first commentary that came out from John King of CNN was the Democrats are in panic mode. They're going to have to try to figure out a way to replace him. He did that poorly. Now, on the other hand, to be fair, Donald Trump is not the best debater. All right? He is not a master debater. All right? Pun intended there. That's what she said. But the thing is that even given as such, when Trump didn't answer some questions and he kind of went off, and he's not the best wordsmith. I'm not the best wordsmith either, but I'm not running for public office either. But Biden was absolutely horrible, and the lies were just through the roof. You can pick apart all the untruths like crazy, like saying he had no soldiers that died under his watch. Complete lie. 13 died after his disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. And weaponizing the Justice Department. I mean, all of that. And there were some things that Trump said that may be somewhat exaggerated or what have you. But in the end, Biden is not, and I predicted this, that Biden was not going to make it to the convention. This is why they did the debate so early. First time in history where it's been done so early. And I think CNN was on it. I think it was a coup, essentially, against Biden, and CNN was on it. They didn't challenge Trump. The questions were actually somewhat fair. And this was something that, was kind of shocking in a way. And it's like, but some people feel like, well, Trump kind of fell for it because, exposing Biden in this manner means that they're going to pull in somebody in there that maybe could beat him, like Michelle Obama. And part of me thinks that if Michelle Obama were to get in there, she might beat him. But there is polling, because Trump just spoke in Chesapeake, Virginia, and mentioned a poll that there is no candidate that could put up there that outpolls or is ahead of. And I looked at that up. It was Newsweek, which is not friendly to Trump. The problem is the polling was from November of last year to February of this year. So that's like ancient history in the world of political polling. So who knows? And we don't know until we actually get a candidate. And the Democrats are going to try their best, and they need to pull the Hail Mary out. And that Hail Mary is Hail Mike. Some people call her Mike, but Hail Michelle. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to get her because I think that there's so many different problems with all the other candidates. Although I will say that honestly, they could put Gretchen Whitmer up there. They could put Gavin Newsom, and they'll spin them up, down, and sideways, left and right. They will do whatever they can. The media will get behind it. It'll be a coordinated effort in order to do that. And so it's going to be an interesting thing, but this is going to all happen as we get closer to the convention. But mark my words, Biden is toast. Biden is toast, and more and more people are realizing it now, except for the White House and some clingers on. But everybody knows it. And the thing is that this is no surprise. We all knew that Biden was a half-wit, and we knew that he was cognitively declined, probably has dementia. And they say, well, you can't diagnose Biden. Yes, we can. I'm an American citizen. We can see he's an obvious cognitive decline. That's not diagnosing him with any certain disease, but it's probably his dementia or some sort of brain fog failure. And what the scary part of this is that this is the guy that has power to he's got the nuclear football. This is very scary for other nations around the world that are not friendly to the United States. And Trump said at his rally today, you better watch out, enemies of America, for the 5 months that of transition. Don't do anything stupid. But the thing is I'm worried about from the 5 months from now to the election to election day. There's so much that could go wrong, and I worry about that on the geopolitical stage. Our enemies taking advantage of us, and it is an absolute travesty. It is an absolute atrocity of what the Democrats have done by propping up Biden before. And if you're a Democrat, you should be very upset at Joe Biden, and you should be even more upset at the process that you use with the superdelegates to elect your candidates. And there may be some Democrats and some left-leaning folks watching this live stream right now. I don't mean to offend you. I appreciate everyone's points of view, but it is clear, it is abundantly clear now. It is painfully obvious, and it has been obvious for some time. If you have any intellectual honesty about you anywhere in any way, shape, or form, and no matter what you feel about Trump, it's a dangerous situation to have Biden in office now, because we know he's not pulling the strings. No question about that. And we know so much that what goes on in that White House is purposeful, up to and including the absolute invasion of our southern border. And that bringing fentanyl, killing, people getting murdered. But the fentanyl crisis, not a lot of people talk about how many people died from that as opposed to how many people died from COVID. All huge, big problems in this country. And so this is what we're facing, and the uncertainty about who the Democrats are going to pick, and they will be a hand picking, there's no question about it. And what they did through their primary process, they just destroyed the primary process and the democratic process within their own party. This is why they're not the Democratic Party. They are the Democrat Party. Here comes Marcus. You know, we're gonna actually, for once, we're going to decline the call from a scammer, because this is very important. This is a very serious topic, and it's going to be fascinating and interesting to see what the markets are like. But last night was a game changer, and the first time in American history that we have a president that is literally senile, running the country, supposedly running the country. So, anyways, all right. So we'll find out what happens in due course, and how they're going to try to spin it. I think they're going to try their best to kind of hold on to some semblance of kind of recover from this. At least the Biden campaign will. But I think it's going to be a futile effort, and sooner or later, it's going to be probably they're going to prepare for a new candidate likely to be chosen at the convention. They have a very delicate situation because nobody wants Camel Toe Harris as president. They do not want Kamala Harris. So the only way they can do that is to make her not an incumbent if Biden resigns, which Biden should resign. But the problem with him resigning is that puts her in power, which is in a sense even more scary. That shows you how awful she is. She is. I don't know. I almost think I would rather have him in control as a puppet than her as the president as a puppet, because she's an embarrassment, and she doesn't have dementia. She's just plain stupid. And anyways, it just boggles my mind. It blows my mind what's going on in this country today and how this could have happened. We know how it happened, but I can't talk about how it happened. That's the problem. But everybody that is as I don't know, just has studied what happened 4 years ago, just over 4 years ago, and the time constraints that were on the judicial process involved, and the litigation and the investigatory aspect of it, where certain things could be, I can't even mention what those things are, but after a year, some of these states, they can destroy those things that can't be tabulated anymore, if you know what I'm talking about. So that destroys the evidence. And so yes, the sign up, that's exactly right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Read what sign up, just the question he asked, and I just can nod my head in an affirmative. So we're going to see what plays out. But nonetheless, and then we have to think about what's going to happen at the Republican convention and the sentencing for Trump on July the 11th. And then you have the convention where Trump is going to announce his vice president. uh, nominee. Now, so there's a couple of different options of who the Democrats could choose. One, Michelle Obama. Some people say that's highly unlikely, as she's expressed no interest in it. But I'm gonna tell you, the Obamas moved to Washington D.C. after Biden was quote elected, and what ex-president moves back to the capital, to the nation's capital, after they retire? Think about that. And what kind of message do they want to send to the media, which is their puppet? The Obama's puppet is the media, and vice versa. They're in collusion with each other. So of course they're going to send the message that she doesn't want it. She wants to be out of politics, because then they can draft her and nominate her at the convention, and she'll make this great sacrifice because she loves the country so much. And Barack knows that we've got to fundamentally change this nation, and that will be the continuation of the change. And by the way, legally, she could appoint him as vice president, or she could nominate him, pick him as her vice presidential nominee. That is legally that she could do that. So we'd have Michelle Obama as president and Barack Barry Soetoro as the vice president. He might even go under Barry this time. You never know. And then, which in theory, if she could resign and he could become president again. In fact, that could happen as soon as she's inaugurated. The next day, she could do that, and then she's back to being first lady, and then Barack Obama appoints another vice president. The bait and switch, from what I understand, from what I've looked into, that could actually happen. An unelected president, Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, as president again. Day 2 of the Michelle Obama administration, she resigns. So she's not in the spotlight, and then here comes Barack Obama back in again for 4 years. And then that situation comes into play. Now, probably not, I mean, it's unlikely, I admit, but it's possible. That would be the Hail Mary that they could use. Number 2, Gavin Newsom, governor of California, has an abhorrent record in the state of California, but they will cover all that up. They will make excuses. The talking points will go to all the media networks, and they will be in concert with each other, and they will prop him up. He's got great hair. Let me repeat that. He's got great hair. That's all you need to know for Gavin Newsom. The next one would be Gretchen Whitmer. Again, another identity politic, DEI hire. You get somebody in there that is an absolute tyrant during the COVID crisis. Her husband took advantage and showed the hypocrisy, just like Gavin Newsom did in California. But they'll cover all that up too. No one will ever talk about that, and they'll make excuses for it. The talking points will go, no matter who they choose. They'll prop them up. They'll be their candidates, and it's crazy. So, anyways, okay, yeah, Lars says they can't do that because the president VP cannot be a resident of the same state or jurisdiction. But could they separate, Lars? Could Barack Obama move to Maryland? Set himself residency up there, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think they could probably find ways to work around that. But, yes, and Gruesome Newsom, I like that, Lars. Gruesome Newsom, that's great. So I think those are probably the top 3. The others have been mentioned as well, too. I mean, and then what about Hillary Clinton? Could she come back? Could they try to prop her up again? Probably not likely. I think they're not going to go for that again, because she was very much unlikable. And so we'll see here. Fire Marshal Bill, that tried choking ghost. It was an abhorrent situation. But the overall message here, and yes, I've interjected my opinion. Feel free to post your opinion here, even if you disagree, and especially if you disagree. I appreciate everybody's opinion here. But the overall message on this is that we're in a situation now where we don't know. It's the unknown. What's going to happen? And that can move markets one way or the other, at least temporarily. I think in the end, no matter who's elected, once we digest the reality of the situation, precious metal prices typically normalize under the new reality, whatever that may look like. All right, very good. So let's see here. Okay, so enough about that. Just wanted to throw that out there. And but I think those are your options. But I think one thing's almost certain is that Biden is toast. I think everybody knows it. I think you've got a couple of hangers on, but it's not going to last long. And very good. All right. Yes, Cemetery Shop. Yes. Actually, Oprah Winfrey is the wild card here. Think about Oprah Winfrey that's not out of the realm of possibility. Oprah Winfrey is a self-made millionaire, like Trump in many ways. Actually interviewed Trump in the 80s and asked him if he was thinking about running for president. And she, well respected, well loved, and very smart lady. That is quite a possibility. That is quite a possibility. E1337 collection. Thank you so much for the Canadian $2 there. Appreciate it. I might roll that over if another one comes through for some push-ups on that, but thank you so much. All right. Let's see here. Let's get back over here to this. So let's get to No IQ. And thank you guys for listening to my rant there. I just thought I'd share what my feelings were on the debate. And let's see here. Okay, the No IQ. I got in the car. Now I'm just along for the ride. Whatever the price is today, tomorrow, or when I retire, that's what it's going to be. I'm not going to stress over it. That's the right attitude to have for sure. I know I talk about price a lot. In fact, this afternoon's video was a kind of a discussion on that front. But instead of putting my extra money into a slot machine like I used to, I put it into gold and silver. It's just going to take longer for the wheel to stop spinning, and when it does, I can only hope I win. Well, No IQ, you have already won. You will win. No question about that. And I'm telling you what, you're doing a good thing because your money's not being thrown away. You're putting into sound money savings, and that is an awesome thing to do. That's definitely a quick turnaround and way to go. Way to go. I'm proud of you, No IQ. That is awesome. Okay, E1330 collection has another $5, so that with the 2 is 7. We can do that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that so much. Very kind of you indeed. Yeah, let's see here. Let's do 7 push-ups for E1337 here. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. All right, top 3 vice president picks for Trump. J.D. Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy, and let's see here. Marco Rubio is another one that was considered, but there's several of them. And it's and Ben Carson, Scott, Senator Scott is another one. Honestly, I think Byron Donalds would be the best vice presidential candidate. Byron Donalds. I really like Byron Donalds. Or Ted Nugent. Yes, get Uncle Ted in there. He'll whip out some licks. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's do a poll. What do you want me to do a poll on? Who's your stacker? Who Trump is going to pick for VP? And what should the choices be? I'll let you decide who's your stacker, what the poll should be. Is it VP and what the choices should be, and what are the choices? James Owen says, picked up 2 Eagles yesterday at Costco. So like the rain that stopped once I put seed in the ground, gold will drop. Well, you mean 2 rolls, I guess, right? Because you can't buy them individually. Yes, indeed here. You can't pick someone from Florida, that's right. All right, let's see here. Hold on 1 second here before I do this. Hello? Okay, what are the choices? Your pick of choice. Okay, let's see. All right, let me try to do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's have a poll about what poll I should be polling for the next poll. How's that, Lars? Will that work? No, let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Dang it! I want to have as many choices as possible. Let me see here. Oh dang. Oh, let's see here. All right, I don't know if this is right. Let's see here. Let's see. I guess there's two Scotts, but I'm talking about the Scott from, not Rick Scott, but Tim Scott from South Carolina. Tim Scott from South Carolina. Not, I know Rick Scott's not going to be in it. Pull this, there you go, pull this. Oh, let's give Hoosier Stacker, the great Hoosier Stacker, some push-ups here. Very good. 5 push-ups for, that's great, thank you. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ain't nothing gonna take my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Whoa, no, we got to keep on moving. Lance Vance. Let's see here. All right. He may have Silver Stanger. I've heard some things about that. I've also heard some things about Vivek. I've heard things back and forth about. Somebody posted something on X about that he uses a lot of the same lines that Barack Obama used, and maybe thinks he's a Soros plant. Boy, that would be unfortunate if that's the case. Dang, that would be awful. That would be. I don't know how you can. He used to be a Democrat, by the way. We do know that. That's common knowledge. But did he have a change of heart for sure? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see here. But that would not be good. Okay. Let's see here. Johnny B says here, awesome video, Sal. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Johnny. And we've got Jeff Nelson says, hope we see more doldrums soon. Before it moves up again, I won't know till Sunday night. I'll be fishing offshore for some fun for once. There you go. Nice, Jeff. Enjoy. You need some time away to enjoy. That's awesome. Annie Oakley, the lovely Annie Oakley from Western Kansas, says this. Thanks for another great informative video, Sal. Thank you, Annie. You are awesome. So glad you're here. All right, gonna go kicking and screaming. There you go. That's right. Let's see here. Vivek would be much better suited for Chief of Staff or Secretary of State. Okay, yes, indeed. All right. Very good. All right, we've got Private Pilot says this. They're about to unload their stockpiles because they know that the new system is going to digital. When the common currency is digital, they don't want to be holding on to worthless gold. Keep stacking. That's right. Speaking of stacking, we see what the title of this live stream is, right? Oh, man, thank you, Silver Stanger. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want that, but hey, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's have a little fun, shall we? And let's see if we can get screwed over by our fortune cookies again. We've only had one fortune out of these fortune cookies. The rest of them have just been little quips, little sayings. But we are going to make this thing happen here. Let's see here. There she blows. There she is. Fortune cookie. Pac-Man fever. Yeah, look at that. We are in it. We got 100 viewers. As long as we can maintain 100 viewers, we're going to open this sucker up and see what the fortune is. Here's the other fortunes we've had, supposed fortunes. Have not really been all that fortunate, although I know I got to play the lottery, play the numbers, try to venture some new look. That's not a fortune. The numbers, you pick the right numbers and you win those numbers, you'll be fine, but I typically don't play the lottery. There's Tony Erickson. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Tony. Hope you're feeling okay. There's another one. You have the makings of a leader, not a follower. Well, that's not a fortune. All right. Now let's crack this puppy open and see if this is supported. Well, we lost 4 viewers. When I was right when I'm pulling out the cookie, 4 people split. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Let's see here. Smash that cookie. All right, here we go. We're just going to crack it open. You ready? Ah, there we go. All right, let's see what the fortune is. Is it a Fortune 500? There will always be delightful mysteries in your life. Dude, what the heck? Screwed over again. Of course there's going to be mysteries in my life. Like, I don't know what the price of silver is going to be tomorrow. I can speculate all day long, but I really don't know. So that's a mystery. Or, the other mystery is why I don't have bigger muscles, even though I do push-ups. Another mystery is why I'm not that good looking. Let's see here. I mean, there's always a lot of mystery. I mean, that's not very delightful. But, you know, I don't know what you mean by delightful mystery, but that's not a fortune. Another scam. But I'll eat the cookies anyway. I don't know what. This is a little stale. Yeah, it's a misfortune, Pounder Drum. That's exactly right. It's a little stale. Oh, man. Ah. Still not bad. All right. Got these things at Costco. No, not at Costco. I got them at the International Food Store. And they were expensive. Dang it. I feel like I got ripped off. Ah, yeah. Let's see here. Good to see you guys. Glad you're here with me tonight. So let's get over here to Thomas Jew. But before we do that, we have no IQ. It says, I buy rum. Now I'm too drunk to drive to the casino. It saves me a lot of money. No push-ups. Oh, man, thank you. Oh, that's great, no IQ. I tell you what, that's one good thing that rum can do for you. Yes, indeed. All right. That's funny. Oh, my gosh. Yes, that's one way to stop going to the casino for sure. All right. Thank you, no IQ. Appreciate that, my friend. Good to see you, brother. And very kind of you indeed as we press on here. Let's see what Thomas Chu says here. I say this as an erstwhile stacker of silver. Steady as she blows, Hemsman. Steady as she blows. Stick to your plan. DCA your way through this. For me, the future looks bright, but only if we approach it with intentionality and a solid plan. Amen. Exactly right. You got to do that. That's for sure. Yep, for sure. Vegas Stacker is here. Good to see you, Vegas. And good to see Gold Maple and Mark B is with us tonight. Glad you guys are here. As we press on, we are moving up to Funny Hood Ninja. On this video from this morning about this prediction. Says here, why is silver becoming more and more worthless as the inflation gets worse and worse and debt goes higher and higher? Well, I don't know if you've been paying attention, Funny Hood Ninja, but it's been doing very well this year. In fact, from January to now, it's up over 20%. I think 24%. That's outperforming inflation. I will sell the little silver I have to pay my bills and get out of debt. Silver has proved itself to be trash and worthless, totally worthless. Well, there's two things. You're a new stacker. You don't have very much of it. You don't understand the markets. You don't understand how silver works. I would encourage you to watch the channel, and because I try to have a message in most of my videos, even for beginner stackers, to understand the markets. There's going to be ups and downs, and it's a long-term proposition. You haven't been doing it very long, and so I would encourage you to hold on to your silver. You're going to take a loss, and you're going to feel even worse after it. Do not lose on silver. There's ways to not lose on silver for sure. If you play your cards right, in fact, you don't even need cards. All you got to need is a little bit of fiscal discipline. That's what it's about. It's about fiscal discipline. Yes, indeed. There you go. Yes, all right. Let's see what this scammer wants. Hello? Auto dialer. Hello? Ah, dang it. Cemetery Shop chimes in here and says this. The news is fast and the rumors are furious. I try to stay ahead of the changes by just barging on through whatever price point we have at the time. It's like food. The price may go up, but I'm still going to buy it. Happy stacking, a bunch of happy stackers. There you go. Yep, I totally understand that. Just make it a part of the repertoire of what you do. Dollar cost average your way through it, and you'll be fine. Exactly. Good job, Cemetery Shop. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see. Tomoko's Enterprise chimes in and says this. Let me see here. Hey, Sal, what a difference a day makes. Sorry, but I can't remember who's saying that, but hey, I can chalk it up to aging. I continue to look at spots going amok in each direction at the same time. It has lost its mind. Possible, or is it just me? Possibilities are endless. They sure are. They sure are for sure. All right, Silver Wolverine's VP choice would be unpopular opinion. Okay. Let's see here. And Richard Metcalf says, let's go. 3,000 gold and $50 silver, I hope. Yeah. There you go. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Cemetery Shop, silver at $20 spot is a great buying opportunity. That's exactly right. If the premiums weren't that high, silver at 35 is also a great buying opportunity. That's right. Come on, 23 silver. It says clock silver on this video. You read the title of this one and watch it. You'll see what it's about. Friday Paper Smash, wash, rinse, repeat. That's right. That's right. It says Cheap Laugh Kennedy. And although that's not what the video was about. Chill 034. We are at 23 silver at the beginning of the year. I hardly consider 29 silver a crash. That's right. Well, that's not what this video was about. It's very easy to tell who did and didn't watch. In fact, if you see this, it's about the headline and what to make of the headline. It's not saying that silver did that. Silver didn't do either of those things today. It's not a market report. The user says silver prices are like gas prices, manipulated master blaster. Yes, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people do. Good to see you guys. All right, very good. And let's see here. We've got a P. Hucky. Sal's buying spree got the price up. There you go. That's all right. And Eli chimes in here and says this methodically. That was a quick 50-cent drop. When silver spot jumps and rises, I cheer. When silver spot drops, dips, buying more is clear. There you go. Yep. Take advantage of those dips if you can. Yep, that's exactly right. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let's move on up here. We've got this. Yep, from Jam Unleashed. Thank you. Not clickbait. That's right. That's right. Try not to be. Explain what I do in this video. Zafael says, it'd be cool if you actually put the price of silver or its dollar movement in the title, like silver went up $2. Yeah, but sometimes, I mean, that's not going to get, depending on the type, I will do that. I have done that, Zafael, in the past. But it just depends on what it needs to be. I need to pick titles that are going to be catchy, draw people in, but deliver on what the titles are about. And this video is an example of that. But the key is what the title is. Headline. And somebody was already fooled about it. And they ran and raved on about it. It's like, you didn't listen to the video. You didn't listen to a word I said in the video. It's like a prime example of that. But anyways, it says the biggest hurdle for society at the moment is subjective versus objective. Everyone wants to be objective because it diverts accountability to criticism of others. The beauty about being subjective is the meaning of self and ability to prioritize. That's right. That's very true. And I try try to balance those two for sure. All right, Tulsi Gabbard is very anti-war. As VP plus the left hates her, I view it as a plus. Yes, I don't fully trust Tulsi Gabbard. She is smart, but we don't know what her policy positions are on taxes and other issues, abortion or a myriad of different other issues. What's her feeling about the role of government? She said some very nice things about Trump. She's smart. She believes in, she does believe in a self-defense, but she doesn't believe in endless wars or that type of thing. And I think she's got, I do agree with her there, but we really don't know what her policy positions. Remember, Tulsi Gabbard, she endorsed Bernie Sanders in 2016. She endorsed Bernie Sanders. Think about that. That's not that long ago. So I don't know that I fully trust Tulsi Gabbard. Good to see Mrs. Coin Crew is here. Welcome, lovely Mrs. Coin Crew. Yes, good to see you. Mutant Rife says, Silver did a John Force. There you go. John Force. I think he's a racer. Racer. Let's see here. And we've got Savage. Lee says, these things happen. It takes a long time, but the trajectory for the price and silver in the long term is always going to go up. That's right. Exactly right. And Think for Yourself says it's obvious that the powers that be do not want $30 silver. This has been a pattern we have seen with silver for years. Yes, it scares them. When it gets to $30, it tends to get tamped down in some manner or fashion. It does seem to be that there's strong resistance at that $30 mark. I do agree with that. Very good. Yes, indeed. You guys check out Mrs. Coin Crew's channel, by the way, and Coin Crew's channel. That's her husband. They actually run a coin shop, a pretty successful coin shop, and both of them have channels. Very great people, awesome, and full of great personalities, fun-loving, and awesome. So check out Mrs. Coin Crew. RM 1042 says, still overall up for the day. It's definitely stabilizing at $29 or anything. The trend in the last few months is seesawing between 28 and 31 and will probably continue through the summer. And I appreciate that. But the thing is this video is not about the markets at all. It's about the headline. It's about the headline, what to make of the headline. But anyways, let's see here. All right. Carrie Taryn says, you're not articulate. I have to disagree. You're talking over my head most of the time with those big words and making them look up. Who reads the title anyway? You're a master of the word manipulation. Love your videos. Haters will always hate what they admire. Well, thank you. Well, I appreciate that, Carrie Taryn. But there's a lot of room for improvement for me. But I do appreciate what you're saying. All right, yes, Vance used to be a never Trumper, Silver Wolverine. However, Vance has always been a conservative. That's the difference. And I think that it's not necessarily about Trump. It's about what the policy is and the message is. It's I think that's really the bottom line. But it's the thing is that I could see Tulsi. She was anti-Trump too. She was going to run against him. Tulsi was going to run against Trump. If she would have got the Democrat nomination, she would have run against Trump. So it's one thing from being an anti-Trumper, used to be, to being somebody who is fully endorsing him, to somebody who actually ran against him as president, and now she's endorsing, obviously, which is good. That's great, but I don't know that I would trust her as VP. And I like Tulsi Gabbard, but and I guess with the thing, and like Annie Oakley says, what about Vivek? There's some questions about Vivek too. Could he be a plant? Could he be a Soros plant? There's a possibility. I don't rule that out. Trump's got to be very careful who he picks. But anyways, let's see here. And John Knox says that Tulsi could possibly pull some of the normal Dems over. How many of those are left, though, John? Seriously. I mean, there's not. They would have to be independent. They're not. There's the normal Dems are already over. Most of them are already. Some of them I've seen some people that I know They said, well, I'm going to vote for Biden anyway, even after last night. But anyways, all right. Four Wheels says PMs are going to do what they're going to do. Just had gold and silver arrive today. Congratulations, Four Wheels, for Rob. That's awesome. Way to go. And John D says here, if silver drops anywhere near 20 bucks, I'll be buying as much as I possibly can. If the rumor with Mexico running low in a couple of years is true, there's no way it can stay this low. Yes, and it's not necessarily that when it just depends on what the drilling possibilities, especially with this new president. We'll see. We'll find out what happens. But yeah, Norwegian Maid. We appreciate her. She chimes in on this video. Sal, I think your videos are great. I watch them all to know what is going on in precious metals. You give an honest representation of that. Nobody has a functioning crystal ball of tomorrow's events that sways the markets. Carry on and stack on. Thank you, Norwegian Mate. I appreciate that very much. Nickel Stacking, what did you think of Trump paying for missile defense like Israel? I don't think we can. U.S. is too big. Yes and no. He can't protect the entire country, but he can protect major infrastructure areas and whole cities. It would be a big deal to protect D.C., New York, San Francisco, L.A., but the military cities he probably would. The most important cities he probably would. Kansas City, I don't know what military installations are around there. Cleveland, big port cities. And military assets would be protected. So think about it as multiple iron domes, okay, around regions, around major infrastructure facilities and cities. That's how you have to look at it. It's not like it's going to cover the entire continental U.S. and Alaska and Hawaii. That's not how it would work. But so that's, but I do think it's possible, and I think it's great. By the way, think about this too. I wish Donald Trump would have mentioned this in the debate last night, that he is the first presidential candidate to propose no taxes on tips, rather. No taxes on tips. He should have said that last night. It would have been nice. But yes, indeed. That's right, Spectacular. He only barely won, just squeaked by, Donald Trump did. Man, it was a nail biter. In fact, I have no nails left. My nails are gone because it was that close. I mean, Biden was so articulate. Here's the thing. Here's the deal. The idea that there's an idea is very ideal. You know what I mean? That's the idea of it. And did you hear him try to pretend like he's Clint Eastwood? My son was not a sucker and loser. You're the sucker and loser. You're the sucker and loser, punk. He's trying to be Clint Eastwood. Sorry, it's not going to do it. Not going to work out for you there, buddy, old pal. It's a Cookie Monster. I just had some cookies earlier. He's palladium. Can't touch this. Can't touch palladium. Hydrogen storage. Can't touch it. Do. I don't know. Can I play that on bass? Let me see here. I don't know. Let me see if I can. I don't know. I've never tried it. Let me see if I can do it. No, I don't know it. All right. Say no taxes for tips. 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 No taxes for tits. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, that would be nice, Spectacular. I think the idea of the property taxes is the most egregious thing, because no one truly owns property if you have to pay taxes on it every year for something you already paid taxes on the first time when you bought it. To me, that's immoral. The problem is most local governments get their funds from that kind of taxation. I would much rather have a locality sales tax, one time for real estate and everything else than to have to pay every year for a property tax. But I don't think a presidential candidate can propose such a thing. That would be probably overreach, but it would be nice. I wish some of these localities would have their boards of supervisors or councils run with the idea of repealing the property tax and replacing it with a sales tax that no one can escape and fund that way. And you pay the tax one time. You pay the tax one time, and that's it. And then they'd have to budget. They'd have to be fiscally responsible because you're only going to get, you pay it one time. But anyways, yeah, that's right. Let's see here. Very good. Let's see. Glad you guys are here. Mark Razor is here. Silver Days is here. We've got P. Huck U is with us tonight. Steve C is here. Let's get over here. Let's get down on it. We got Johnny B. Great video and display of silver. Thank you, Johnny B. I appreciate it very much. And let's see here. We've got Jal Rummel says here, you're fine, Sal. No matter what you say, there will always be complaints. Yep, I've learned that. I figured this something too, because I've just noticed. I wanted to explain to people in general what the channel was about, and you're going to see titles that will seem like contradictory or every which way. But remember, a lot of what I do on this channel is reporting on the markets day to day, and the markets are volatile. So that means my video titles will be volatile too, right? It's crazy. Good to see Niels Han Dynasty is here. Very good. And glad you guys are with us here. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Very, very good. Oh, MS Strode is here. We gotta make sure we're talking about gold and silver. We gotta make sure we cannot sway from gold and silver at all. Make sure everybody only talks about gold and silver because MS Strode is here. He does not like it if we talk about anything else. So we gotta make sure we're behaving here. Okay, everybody be on your best behavior. So anyways, here. So no matter what you say, there will always be complaints. Exactly. Case in point, with present company included. Since certain people have come to power, civility has declined. I'm 73 and never thought in my last years I would live to see Americans hating each other with views that don't align with theirs. Don't let it bother you, my friend. Yep, and it is sad, but I want to disagree with you, Jal Rimmel. 73 is not that old. You've got a lot of years left in you, brother, and we're praying for good health and long life for you. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Legalize the U.S. Constitution. I like that, Clifton Murphy. I like that. Yes, indeed. All right, now, John Knox says on this one, this means silver will go higher. If Sal has done a video about it going to $20, there you go. We're going to be rich. There you go. Yes, indeed. Well, and the thing, and keep in mind, the video was about what could happen if we're starting to see stockpiles increase there in the old COMEX, which is what we're seeing, and that's true. Here we go. We got a scammer calling us. Hello?
Hello, Jim.
Yes. Is it me you're looking for? How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking, Jim. So we had a conversation regarding some business funding for the business, as you asked me to send an email. Can you spell out an email for me just for reconfirmation that I got the right one or wrong one?
Actually, I didn't ask you to send an email. I didn't. That's not what I said at all. I just said call me at 6:15, but you didn't. But before we continue, what's your name again?
You can call me Frank Castro.
Can I call you Betty? And Betty, when you call me, can I call you Al?
You want to address me as Al?
Yes. Is that okay if I call you Al?
But may I know the reason?
Because when you call Betty, and Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al. That's why. I mean, it makes logical sense. I could send you a flow chart if you'd like, But before we continue the conversation, I need you to first mention silver and gold in somewhere in the conversation because we got to stay on topic, okay?
All right, Jim. Do you understand the reason? Do you know the reason behind this call?
Yes, as long as there's silver and gold mentioned somewhere in the call, it's fine because we want to please everybody all the time.
No, no, no. It's not like that, Jim. We provide actually business funding for the businesses without any personal guarantees. So if you need any working capital,
Right?
definitely we can help you out. So, Jim, how many years?
Wait a second. I'll stop right there. Did you just say Tomato Jim? Did I hear you say Tomato Jim a second ago?
I said, your name is Jim Miller.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Okay, so how much capital you need for your business? Can you give me a rough idea, approximately?
I can give you a very smooth idea because I'm a smooth criminal. I need $120,000 in silver bars and gold coins. Can you make that happen for me, Tomato Jim?
Hey, alright, I'm gonna give you a call back, from my private number, okay?
Okay, call me from the private number. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Okay. He didn't say gold and silver one. Sorry, MS Road. I tried to steer the conversation to precious metals. Is MS Road still here? Domestic Energy Assets says this. And by the way, check out Spectacular's channel, by the way. And thank you, Tony Erickson, gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Here we go. He's calling back. Hello?
So you are looking for $120,000 for your business, am I correct?
Yes, this is a much better connection.
Okay, what's your monthly gross sales of the business on an average?
It's not gross at all. I'm a very clean guy. I'm very clean and articulate. Okay?
Okay, so could you tell me what's the revenue of your business in a month on an average? How does it look like?
Sure, I can tell you that. I'd be glad. I'd openly tell you that, but only if you ask me.
Yeah, how much you are making in a month?
$98,000. But that's in gold and silver, though. I mean, gold and silver is a part of it.
$98,000 in a month?
Right, gold and silver, right, yeah.
It comes out like $100,000 in a month, right?
Right, that's right, silver, right.
Okay, what's your email so that I can send you the fillable application form? What's your email? Can you spell it out?
You want me to spell it out?
Yes.
Okay, IT is how you spell it. Or if you want me to spell out too, it's IT space OUT. That's spelling it out. Spell it out. Is that what you wanted?
Can you spell out your email?
Oh, my email. Okay, yeah. YOUREMAIL. Email. Your email. Anything else? I was actually very good. I won the spelling bee in 4th grade. Al? Al, what happened? Al hung up on me. He called me from his private number, and I was really disappointed. But I kept the gold and silver talk going for MS Road. He got it. All right, nice. Let's see here. Let's press on through. So anyways, domestic energy assets. Assessments. This is why I like your videos, Al, because they're not clickbait. Unfortunately, because of the usual suspects who only use clickbait and misleading hype, people will unfortunately put you under the same umbrella. Anyone who has watched your videos for a length of time will realize that you and your videos are the most honest, certainly, that I've seen. Well, thank you. That's high praise, and I appreciate it, domestic energy assessments. I hope I don't ever disappoint you in that area. In the YouTube Precious Metals community, please keep your high standards of videos coming so they are appreciated. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that so much. All right. Jorge is looking to buy some chinos from Brooks Brothers. What colors do you all recommend? I have no idea what chinos is. Are you looking to buy Chinese people? I don't think you can do that anymore. I think that's the only thing that's legal. Yes, indeed. It doesn't say gold chick. It says private number. It's like he's like being very cautious calling me from his private number. It's saying I don't know why he did that, but anyways, let's see here. Rudy says the healthy correction is definitely incoming. All right. We shall see here. And thank you again, Domestic Energy Assessments. I really appreciate that, my friend. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I wish I could, but it doesn't show there. I typically would not want to dock somebody, but this actually number is private. I mean, it says private number on it. Yes, indeed. Let's see. All right. Ray Gilgrath says, hard to read silver is next week. I can see a huge surge coming, even if an opinion is an educated one. We shall see. All right. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Very good. And let's see here. Illegal Smurf says, it's just silver doing what silver does. Dump it and don't look back unless you are a bullion dealer. You have insider knowledge that enables you to buy low and sell high. There you go. Yep, that's right. And we got no IQ. Says here, why did that dude jump like that? I also found it interesting and insightful. Thank you, no IQ. You were the man. Appreciate you guys. That's right. He wants me to be my private dancer. That's right. He wants to be a private dancer. Just like Tina Turner. That's right. All right. Chinos are slacks. Oh, I never heard of chinos or slacks. Interesting. All right. Just grab a pair of jeans. You'll be good to go. Michael K, just another monkey hammering by the banks as soon as silver starts in its true price is short. And the powerful people will do their thing. That's exactly right. All you can do is salvage your best, F the rest. That's right, exactly. Just kind of wanted to have an explanation video about it. But thank you so much. Johnny B, have a good night, my brother. Appreciate it. All right. Megyn Kelly interviewed Steve Bannon today. I'd love to see Megyn Kelly as VP. I tell you what, she is pretty sharp. She is sharp. I have a lot of respect for her. Amateur Stacker, good evening. This week my LCS picked up an 1851 Seed of Liberty dime. I do like to add some old coinage. Yes, indeed. It is awesome. Love the history for sure with this old coins. No question about it. That's a good one. All right. Very good. Pair of slacks that look good. What color do you make? Hot pink. Jorge, of course. Hot pink slacks will make you look good. Steve C says, off the cuff, that's one of the reasons why I watch and follow your videos. You're very good at that. Well, thank you. Steve C, man, I appreciate that, brother. And Steve C is here tonight. Yeah, I'm honored and humbled, and I appreciate it. The Cracker Stacker is here. Good to see you. Let's refresh this really quickly here as we wind things up here. Let's see here. Manipulating. Am I kidding? That's right. Manipulating. That's right. You talk trash, you're just trying to get clicks, and that's the ultimate dishonesty. Well, you didn't listen. You didn't listen to anything I said in this video. And this also was intended for Hot-Headed Joel. There's another one who doesn't listen. Listen better. That's right. You got to listen better. That's exactly right. Sal, some people you just can't please, and some people accept the content you provide to help us all. I'm very thankful because I've learned so much from you. I just started following you 6 months ago. I wish I would have found you sooner. Thank you for all the informative content and personal views. Please keep up the great work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Jorge, Biden stated yesterday in debate that there has never been a president who has sought retribution against his enemies. Thus, it appears he knows little to nothing about Lincoln. Yes, and well, I mean, I would say, too, that that's gaslighting on Biden's part. No question about that. Sal, Silver Explodes. Also, Sal, I want to make a headline for a YouTube video. I need to follow through and deliver on that headline. Exactly. Hence the term headline and explaining what the headline means. Hey, this is definitely clickbait. I couldn't get my silver to explode. I couldn't even set it on fire. What madness is this? That's right, the Great White Cat. I love it. Great sense of humor. Appreciate it. Good information from Chris Bustler. Thank you, Chris. And let's see here. Let's see what he's got to say. He says this. In my opinion, and I appreciate people's opinions, I follow multiple silver stacking channels, and I will say all their channel names. Your channel, I believe, is the most informative and consistent. I'm genuinely surprised you don't have close to 1 million followers. Wow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Savuna Silver, and I'm honored and humbled. I don't think I deserve that many, but I would love to get 100,000, but I appreciate that. He says, Silver Dragons with Harry's Coin Shop, Yankee with Tim's Shop are my top most informative individuals out there in regards to speaking with shop owners. Yes, they do a very good job of that, no question about it. Ron's Basement and Silver Slayer are so repetitive, the big bullion dealers sponsor them, and that's probably the reason why. And I can be repetitive too, trying to be self-critical for myself as well. I don't have any bullion dealers sponsors or consistent sponsors or affiliate links or anything like that, but I can be repetitive in some ways too. I recognize that. He says Silver Seeker is very informative as well. Well, thank you, and I really appreciate that, Savuni Silver. Very, very kind of you to say, indeed. All right, folks, let's see here. Steve C says, catch you on the Friday Night Live. We're here. Is Steve C still here? Megan Kelly is smart and takes 2 BS. I think he meant to say no BS. I didn't like your interaction with Trump 2016, but she's a fighter and usually on the right side of policy. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that was an uncomfortable exchange there in 2016, but they've moved beyond that now, and she is sharp. There's no question about it. Yeah, I don't think she has any interest in it or anything like that, but that would be cool. Yes, indeed. I do have a lot of respect for her. All right, folks. Sadly, I must bid thee farewell for the night, but I appreciate you guys being with me here, and we're going to be back here on Sunday night, and you never know what surprises may come in between. Actually, there probably won't be any surprises in between. I take that back. But I will say this, that I appreciate each and every one of you being here tonight, and I want to leave you with this sage piece of advice that is going to serve you well for your entire life. Listen closely. That is to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.